Hey taxpayers, it's Tiffany Gonzalez CPA here, founder and CEO of Accounting to Scale. And in this video, I have 5 tips for you to avoid falling victim to a recession. So if you're looking for ways to keep your money safe during a recession, tune in. You don't want to miss this episode. A recession is a significant decline in general economic activity. And as you might have heard, the world's leading economies may fall into a recession within the next 12 months. Recessions can last some time, so you'll want to know what to do if we do fall into a recession. The good news is you can prepare for it. So here are those 5 tips. 1. Rethink your bills. Remember that your expenses should never exceed your income. You want to have a personal spending plan, and you want to look at that plan on an ongoing basis to see if you are meeting it. When the cost of money gets more expensive, you'll need to think about the best ways you can use it. 2. Avoid timing the market. You might think it's a good idea to get out of the stock market before a recession, but the truth is no one can perfectly time a market. You don't know how low it will go, and you don't know when it will start to go back up. Historically, once the market reaches its all-time low, the gains that follow have been historically the highest ever. So don't panic. Stick to your strategy and talk to your financial advisor. 3. Beef up that savings. Everything can change pretty rapidly in a recession, and you want to have the cash on hand to be able to make the financial moves necessary to react to those changes in the market. Is there an upcoming vacation that may be unnecessary, or a renovation project you're planning on your house that isn't exactly needed at the moment? If there's anything you can do to avoid debt during a recession where interest rates are really high, now is the time to start thinking about hoarding as much cash as possible. Number 4, discard that credit card. Credit cards can have your back, but not paying off the balance entirely, interest can really start to add up. Most credit cards have a variable interest rate, which means that when the market rate goes up, your credit card interest rate goes up. Talk to your credit card issuers about what your interest rates are so that you are aware and knowledgeable about which card has what rate. Usually, that information is also available online. Now, I'm not a big fan of fully discarding credit cards, as in closing accounts, because that tends to affect your credit score. But it doesn't hurt that if you are the type of person that is a typical spender of credit cards on unnecessary transactions, maybe put the card in a drawer for a little while and see what happens. Tip number 5, think about a Roth conversion. Now, this would only apply if something happened to you during a recession, as in maybe you experienced less income, or maybe you got laid off from your job. If you expect to have a year in which your income is going to be less, you should always be thinking about the possible opportunity of converting a traditional IRA or traditional 401k to a Roth IRA. The reason why is because you will pay the least amount of taxes on that conversion now and experience tax-free gains compounded over time. We hope that you find these 5 tips useful, whether we do go into a recession or not. And I sure hope we don't. To keep up to date with all the information we're putting out, hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook at Accounting to Scale. Until the next video, your favorite CPA, Tiffany Gonzalez.